Madness 80 here, taking a look at the latest in Star Wars Black Series exclusives. We got Jedi Knight Revan from Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, which you can play on your mobile device, and Heavy Battle Droid. I got two of them from Star Wars Battlefront II, available on PC, Xbox, and the PlayStation 4. Both are fantastic games if you've never played any of them. So we'll compare Revan, obviously, to Jedi Knight Revan 2 Sith Revan, Sith Lord Darth Revan, and take a look at the Heavy Battle Droid compared to the regular Battle Droid. So let's dive in. This is just one of those happy instances where for whatever reason I bought a couple Revans that were cheap, so I'm able to compare box art with the new release. You can see this one's scuffed up, scraped. I'm an unbox collector, and even when I do display the occasional thing in box, they're still not well maintained. You can see how smooth and different and brand new the Jedi Knight Revan is. So not about you. I mean, I played KOTOR. I don't think this version appeared in KOTOR at all. And since we know what his face looks like, spoilers, I won't say how we know, just in case, since there's a rumored remaster of a remake of KOTOR in the works. But I never once thought the light side version of Revan would just be the same, you know, he'd still be wearing a mask. It's just not a Jedi thing. Weird, I know. But cool to see he still rocked the purple lightsaber. He has a red one here as well. God, the game is so old to me. And it is so old. I don't recall why he has both two lightsabers. I think he just dual wielded, right? I gotta go back at some point. But as you can see, original Revan was number 34. Jedi Knight is part of Gaming Greats, which we've gotten a couple of video game exclusive Star Wars characters before. Just recently, Cal Kestis, Purge Trooper, the Inquisitor. Before that, the Stormtrooper, and I want to say there's something else. You guys can let me know and remind me in the comments since I do these off the cuff. But I like this Gaming Greats. I mean, he should have been a Gaming Great. He's right in front of me, right? So interesting to see they do that with the packaging. Darth Revan, the enigmatic former hero of the Jedi Civil War. Darth Revan continued to play a pivotal role on the ongoing war between the Sith Empire and the Galactic Republic. Jedi Knight Revan, however, the journey from Sith to Jedi is complete in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, as redeemed Jedi Knight Revan wields his purple lightsaber while cloaked in white Jedi robes. So it sounds like this is full circle Revan. He came back, was redeemed. Galaxy of Heroes doesn't really have a story. It's just kind of you're playing like a hollow chess type of game with all the heroes across Star Wars canon and legends. As far as the Heavy Battle Droid, I do not have a Battle Droid in box. I did very recently, and I opened them all up just because I love army building. Another Gaming Great, this time in a brown package, I guess to kind of match. So he's in this brown in game. I'll show you a screenshot here. But again, another Gaming Great, no number because it is an exclusive. Star Wars Battlefront II features Heavy Battle Droids, modified B1 Battle Droids armed with heavy blasters, rifles, and shield emitters to deflect most incoming enemy fire. Okay, there it is. I was like, the heavies don't use that gun, most of these guns, but, you know, they might. I don't change weapons, hardly. That's just my doing and play style, but this is another great. I had to get a pair. Any exclusives are hard to army build, so two will suffice. And yeah, let's crack these babies open, compare them. All right, first we're going to take a look at the Heavy Battle Droid, again from Star Wars Battlefront II, which when that game launched, and this is 2 years ago, mind you, so if you haven't played in 2 years, due to this controversy, you need to play that game. They've done so much to it and have improved it in every single way. There's a good deal. I think for $34, you can get it with everything unlocked, skins, everything. You just got to earn the abilities and level up those cards to make your characters a little more powerful, but so much, God, there's so much Clone Wars love in that game. So a lot of droids, a lot of clones, you know, General Kenobi, Anakin Skywalker, General Grievous, Count Dooku. The game is great. Trust me. We're talking about toys. Let's look at toys. Heavy Battle Droid, as seen in, again, Battlefront 2. Now, I think they went with a darker brown. We'll do a little comparison here. Screenshot of the game. It's a lighter color, but he looks great. And again, like the regular Battle Droid, there's options. We have options. So you're going to get the same rust or paint chip marks on all of them. It isn't randomized, which is a bummer. So if you army build, the scuff marks are going to be the same. You can differentiate with poses or swapping out the backpack with the antenna piece. So this guy here has the antenna piece, which can plug into either of the shoulders, I believe. I like it here since right there you can see it was tucked away in his backpack. Careful with yours. Mine had some fused joints, which I was able, with some patience, able to set those joints free. But yeah, look at the deco. Good stuff. We'll compare him to the original in a second. But since he's a heavy, I put the heavy blaster in this one. Again, backpack can come off very easily thanks to two pegs, 2 holes. And again, I'm bumping everything. Sorry about that. Easily plug right in. Boom. You can see some deco there as well on the backpack. Sorry, on the antenna piece. There's deco on the backpack as well, though. But again, you got some rust or paint chip there. I like the backpack, so. What? This comes off. I didn't know that. I wonder if that happens on the regular Battle Droid. So it looks like those just plug right in. But now that I've taken it out, it feels very loose. Of course, it's not going to come off there, but this has probably been known forever. I'm just a noob. All right, whatever. Articulation is great on this guy. Checking out the midsection. The deco continues there. Various paint chippings. Nice line separating the black from brown. Good stuff, my friends. Feet looking good. So the ankles on them were kind of whack, but now they are free and I can bend them. In terms of weapons, I don't know the names of any of them. This is the heavy weapon. This is the heavy weapon. There we go. It also comes with standard, I lost it, Battle Droid blaster. I'm sure this has a name. I'm sure if I opened up Battlefront 2 right now, I could tell you the name of these weapons, but that's way over there. Looking great. Let's get an original clanker in here. So of course, it's gonna be a lot of reuse, a lot of repaints, and a lot of opportunity for different Battle Droid ranks, commanders and lieutenants and whatnot. As you can see, it is obviously the same figure. At least the metal scrapings and chippings are different. And he can still fold up into the shutdown Battle Droid. This is awesome. I like the brown, even though it doesn't necessarily match the game, in my opinion. It's a little dark. So we're going to take a look at this dude's articulation. Dude, assuming they have any gender. But as you can see, there's a hinge here for this little back of the head piece. So when you do look up, it can bend. Careful though, this can come off pretty easily, but goes back in just as easily. A lot of head tiltage there. Ups and downs. As for shoulders, there's a ball and hinges working together and swivels in various parts. You can see it's swiveling there, not necessarily at the ball. It bends there. So if you want to go all the way around to have him hold his arm up, you gotta twist all the way around. There you go. There is what would be a bicep cut, just very high up. Single joint. I mean, they themselves don't have double joints, but you can also get a swivel at the forearm. And up, down there. Hinge and swivel for what would be their wrists. No finger joints. It's kind of small. Their hands are molded differently. This is kind of like a trigger finger hand. You can see. This is kind of just a grip hand. As for, what is this? It's not the waist, but like I guess a kind of diaphragm. You get kind of a bendage there. You got a hinge there and a hinge in there, so it's kind of like a triple type hinge. As for the hips, not a lot going on. There's no out. There is a crazy forward and a crazy back. Again, no double joints there, but look at that range. And it's because of how skinny he is. You can kind of hyperextend the knee there a bit. No thigh cut, no shin, but you do twist at the ankle there. There is a little, oh my God, I can't focus on this. There we go. There's like a little lip here. I don't know why. So careful when you're turning that way. But you also get, you know, hinge and pivot, which is awesome. Just like the original release, which I have no memory of reviewing. So if I did, I apologize. I should check my old videos. But yeah, he is awesome. Again, you can get a little bit of variety, swapping out the backpacks, changing up the weapons if you do army build this guy. I don't know how easily these are going to be available. GameStop seems to be kind of hit and miss with their exclusives. So, you know, they just got those shock troopers back in stock a few months ago. I shouldn't say just, and I never saw them. I never saw them on the shelves. I know they were online. For those who missed it at Walmart, I can't imagine them being at GameStop briefly helped very many people. So hopefully those get another release, you know, through the fan channel, because that seems the way to go. Options, you know, online retailers, major and or smaller toy specific retailers, I think have a better chance of getting those in collector hands than not in collector hands. So, and then don't get me started on the freaking Purge Trooper, which should have been available for those who didn't necessarily want to pay and get the deluxe version of the game, which wasn't a deluxe version of the game at all. It was just a game with the toy, the Purge Trooper action figure. So apparently the way it worked was Purge Troopers were 8 per case or 6. So if somebody pre-ordered 8 copies of the game, each of those never made it to the shelves. If someone pre-ordered one version of the game at that particular GameStop, they still gave them a case of 8, and the 7 other Purge Troopers ended up on the shelves. So yeah, not very happy with GameStop with their price, you know, raising the prices on Legends and other figures and exclusives availability. So let's move on to Revin. Darth Revan, looking fantastic out of the box. Move over because we got Jedi Knight Revan, which again, to me, whether he's redeemed or not, is still a little bit ridiculous that he sticks to this armor. So we'll compare the differences there. But he looks great, man. I like the colors, the browns, the beige. Still rocking the purple lightsaber. The hilt's amazing on that. Looking good. We've seen this figure before. Again, there are some differences. Obvious differences. Not so obvious differences. So, man, that looks great. Very Jedi-esque, obviously, with these colors. Good stuff. So I know there were some customizers out there that gave him a hooded robe. The original Darth Revan release, you know, since there wasn't much range movement. You can turn the head there. I'm torn, man. If the cloth cape can't give me this look, then I don't want it. Now, sticking with a close-up look on Jedi Knight Revan. Just admiring that. I mean, again, we've seen this figure before. Maybe you haven't. Maybe you have. I'm just going to go ahead and admire it on camera. Like the browns and the bronze. Again, the hilt looking great. Nice purple. Fantastic. We've seen this blade before and saber with the Darth Revan. Yeah, Let's get him up close. So, original release on top, current Jedi Knight Revan at the bottom, a darker purple, a nicer purple in my opinion. Hilts are the same. Easy to tell apart, so you'll never mix them up. But again, look, it is the same figure. Is this one just looking up more? Yeah, that's all it is. It's different face paint there, or, you know, paint to the visor there. So the only difference is we're missing this cape here, which is a tattered cape. And Jedis take better care of their garments, I guess. So, oh, well, I guess that's not true. In how many movies do they just leave their robes on the floor and then they just have new robes later on? But yeah, this seam. So again, this is tattered. I don't know if you can see. There you go. It's tattered. The weird seam on the bottom. But you know, how much of the back of Darth Revan or Jedi Knight Revan would you see? But yeah, as I mentioned, I wonder if we'll see some customizers go ahead and swap this out so you can get more range of movement. Give them cloth up top. I'd like to see that. I myself would never do it. There's a couple who also went ahead and replaced, you know, on the original, gave this cloth, and it looked great. You can Google those types of reviews or looks and stuff, but I don't know. I'm fine with it as is. I like Darth Revan. I don't know if I love Darth Revan. And apparently he's canon. I mean, they should just make Knights of the Old Republic canon. I just feel like they're like, damn, we wish we made that up. And there's a little bit of pettiness into bringing it into the fold. Clone Wars almost brought in Revin. Maybe they will with this new season. I don't know. There was a division of Sith troopers named after Revin, since they were all named after Darth Sith Lords with the Darth names, I believe. So, and this is in Rise of Skywalker. Sorry, my thoughts are all over the place, but. So again, you can turn the head left and right. Makes sense. The hood would kind of somewhat stay in place. There is some up and down, so you can have a better look. But you are obviously hindered. You're hindered kind of here. So you're not going to get that straight arm movement there. We got some diaphragm movement there. Oh, sorry. Let me stick the arms all over the place. Shoulders are still there. Single jointed elbow with some decent range. Again, because of their robe, you're not going to get too far. Hinge and swivel at the wrist. Diaphragm here. And a little twisty at the waist, but you can kind of get him to stay. So I won't say he's hindered. He's not necessarily hindered, but kind of be careful. Oh man, this feels super loose now. Or maybe it's I don't know. As far as legs go, you could see you can go kind of far out. I don't know when you're going to display him like that. Maybe some of you will just rip this off and like him in just pants, Jedi pants. But he's got a thigh cut. You can only go out and forward so far. Back so far. Double jointed knees. There we go. Had to pause there a bit. It was a little effort. And obviously no boot cut. Forward and back and swivel. There you go. Quick and dirty look at Jedi Knight Darth Revan. Awesome, man. If you haven't picked these up, they were available for pre-order at GameStop. They came out this week. Today's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. They came out on Tuesday. I got mine on Wednesday. There we go. I don't know what's up with the focus today. And I think a lot of GameStops had posters like pre-order now. And then you would ask and they'd be like, oh, no, we closed pre-orders on these. Dumb. But I think they're available online. As of yesterday, they're available to order online. Ask your GameStop. Maybe they have some in stock. Just walk in, take a look. I'm sure some have them. Yeah, again, GameStop, hit and miss with exclusives. I don't think they're hard to get when they're available online, but there's certain exclusives that fall under certain rules that are just dumb and then or never to be seen again. Purge Trooper and Shock Trooper, I'm looking at you. But that is it for now. It's nice to have some Star Wars in hand. Again, kind of new. They're all repaints, but we should be getting Commander Bly, Dooku, all that good stuff. Story Bliss. A lot of good stuff coming our way. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking and sharing and taking a look. I will see you again soon.